Seahawks have had a tough time playing at home this year, but they ended with a bang, walloping the Detroit Lions 51-29. Our Hawk Zone duo, Terry Hollimon and Cliff Avril, are here to break down Week 17. Take it away, guys.
Hey, Amity, Happy New Year to everybody out there watching. It's our first Hawk Zone of the 2020 year. Cliff, Happy New Year to you, man. Thanks for joining us once again.
Man, it's always a pleasure.
Hey, man, let's jump right into it. The Seahawks had so many players step up this past weekend versus the Detroit Lions, and they had a great game. But once again, the standout is your guy, Rashaad Penny. Now, has Rashad shown enough to you to earn a contract extension with the Seahawks?
First, before we jump into this, you got to understand, I play for the Lions and I play for the Seahawks. So it's one of those situations where it's like, I'm obviously a Seahawks fan, but I definitely didn't want to see the Lions get whooped that bad. But talking about Penny, man, I think Penny's done a lot over the last few weeks, man, of just how he's been able to obviously run the ball, people just being able to be reliable. I think he's done a lot to show that he deserves an extension, but more so than anything, I think he'll get more money on the open market because of the history that he's had here. They won't give him as much as he warrants probably. So I think free agency actually will be his best option, but they need to keep him around. Some kind of way, they need to find a way to keep him around because he's shown why he was that first-round draft pick.
I got to have a moment of honesty with you, Cliff, and with the fans out there. I got a little egg on my face right now because I've kind of been hard on Penny during his career here at Seattle because he's been injured a lot. He hasn't shown a lot, but he's actually shown to me to be why he was a first-round draft pick and why he's one of the best running backs in the league right now. And some of that probably can be attributed to the influence of Adrian Peterson, one of the all-time great running backs that is now on the roster. What do you see in Adrian's future here with the Seahawks?
I would love for AP to stick around. Obviously, he plays a big role in how Penny has been performing over the last few weeks. But more so than anything, I don't think coaches, I don't think fans, I don't think, heck, even management understands the value of veteran players. I mean, we're talking about a Hall of Famer. This is a guy that I played against twice a year for 5-6 years. And he just understands what it looks like to be a pro. And he's clearly showing and teaching Penny, but all the guys in the running back room, what it looks like to be a pro, how to conduct yourself in so many ways. So I would love to see him on the roster, but if anything, why not be a coach? Why not be a coach for the Seahawks and kind of continue to keep leading this rushing attack in the way they've been able to do in the last few weeks?
Yeah, as someone who played running back a long time ago, I couldn't even imagine what it must feel like to play with somebody that you probably looked up to, you idolized as a youngster, and now he's right here beside you, wearing the same uniform, coaching you up. Have you ever had an experience like that while you were playing? Somebody you looked at like, oh my God, I'm really playing with this guy.
Yes, Kyle Vanden Bosch. I remember watching him while I was at Purdue when he was at Tennessee, and I would steal some of his pass rush moves. And then my second year in the league, he joins the Lions with me, and he took me underneath his wing and showed me how to become a pro, showed me how to take care of my body, showed me how to watch film, all the things that I think is what allowed me to continue to grow as a professional and become, somewhat of an elite player in the NFL.
Yeah, that's really cool, man. Let's switch gears here, talk about Russell Wilson. Everybody's talking about Russell right now. He led this offense to 51 points this past weekend, an incredible outing for him and that offense. But did we see the last game of Russell Wilson in Lumen Field?
I hope not. I don't understand this question. I do not understand, and it's not a knock on you, but it's a question that everybody's asking right now, whether they should keep him, whether, is he moving on? I don't understand that question because this 1 out of 10 seasons, he's had a winning season, he's gone to the playoff numerous times, has won Super Bowls, and yet one bad season, everybody's willing to, kind of give up on him. On top of the fact that it's not like it was just a performance-based thing, just that it was an injury. Like the injury that he had was a career or season-ending injury, and he came back out there to one put on for the team and the city, right? So of course he was off a little bit, but this last week showed that Russell still has it. Russ is still Russ, and I think we've kind of gotten a little spoiled in Seattle with all the winning, with all the success. And as soon as we have a down year, everybody's asking for change. Let's pump our brakes. I think Russ needs to continue to be here.
Just for the record, don't lump me in that category. I think Russ is the greatest thing that Seattle Seahawks have going on right now. Hey, Cliff, last question for you, man. The Seahawks have one final game against the Cardinals. They're not going to the playoffs. What do these Hawks have to play for at this point?
Man, besides the team and the city, I mean, you still got your ego, you still got your resume, you still got your pride. You got a lot of different reasons on why you should go out there and ball out. If not the name on your helmet, definitely the name on the back of your jersey, right? So, I mean, athletes, trust me, nobody hates losing more than these professional athletes. So they got to go out there and perform. But again, you know, this is their resume. Teams are looking to see how you react when things get bad. How are you playing when things get bad as well? On top of, you want to stay on the team too, right? So I see guys going out there to go out there and perform at a high level, continue to keep trying to have the success that some of them are having individually, but more so than anything, try to get a win, a divisional win as well. I think it's important that and I feel like the guys will go out there and try to play at a high level.
Yeah, I think they're going to do the same thing. We're going to get a W this weekend. In the meantime and in between time, we're taking it back to the studio with Amity. Thanks, Cliff. We'll catch you next time.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
Gentlemen, thank you so much. We really appreciate you giving us your insight all season long. One more to go. We'll be talking soon.